This year's Hall of Fame includes 6 inductees that perfectly represent the diverse economy of our region, from a winery run by 3 dynamic brothers to a credit union looking to shake up the financial industry. Our inductees are passionate and dedicated to our community and its people. We are proud to induct Good Samaritan Hospital, Technology Credit Union, Guglielmo Winery, Westin San Jose, KBM Workspace, and Kaiser Permanente into the 2016 San Jose Silicon Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Hall of Fame. We could talk all day about these companies' accomplishments, but let's hear it from them instead.
The St. Clair has been in existence for almost 90 years now. The hotel turns 90 this year, so it's been a landmark in San Jose and Silicon Valley for a long time. And we've done a great job, I think, maintaining the history of the hotel. And in fact, the minute you walk into the lobby, you won't see a whole lot has changed. One of the most amazing hand-painted ceilings I have seen really anywhere in the world. Definitely worth stopping in to take a look, as well as a lot of the original fixtures and features of the hotel, including a mail drop that goes the whole height of the building. Guests can drop their mail right down the brass mail drop that ends in the lobby and still picked up every day at noon. In the guest rooms, the guests will find a totally new experience. We really did refurbish the rooms completely, but we also really pulled in a lot of the elements of the history into that remodel. In this hotel, I've had guests ask to speak with a manager. I'll go up and it'll be somebody sitting in the lobby with a handful of personal belongings, and it will be postcards or an ashtray, old guest room keys, things like this that they want to share with us as history and little monuments, tokens of the hotel's past. And it's really neat to be able to sit with these individuals and to hear their stories is really fantastic. And that sense of history is really what I think makes the hotel unique.
Good Samaritan Hospital has been here for 50 years, and we're proud of our achievements over those last 50 years. We commit every day to trying to provide the most compassionate and high-quality care that we can give to every patient that comes into the hospital. We have a number of our physicians and our employees that stay with us for a long time. So we have many employees here that have been with us for 30, 35 years. But I think another thing that makes us very unique is the fact that we are located in the Silicon Valley. We're very fortunate because many of the breakthroughs in technology and healthcare are occurring right here in the Valley, and we have the opportunity to see these first. I've been involved this past year with the Chamber of Commerce in its READY program for healthcare IT, and that's afforded me the opportunity to meet many of the startups in the Valley in healthcare. And it's an exciting time to live in the Valley, and we are able to challenge ourselves to continue to provide really high quality work because of the people we're surrounded. Several years ago, we had a young nurse who was practicing at a very good hospital. This nurse was 34 years old and a mother of 3 children, and she showed up at work complaining of a headache. It took the other nurses around her, because she was so young, almost 4 hours to recognize that she was actually having a stroke. By the time that they called us, she was 5 hours into her stroke and could not move the right side of her body. When we got down to pick her up, she was at that point almost 5.5 hours into her stroke, and most hospitals in the country would just simply have put this woman in a room and let her stroke evolve. But we took her down to the cath lab immediately. We're able to put a wire up into her brain, grab the clot, and pull the clot out. And she started moving right on the table. She was able to walk out of the hospital 3 days later and go back to caring for her children and nursing. It's moments like these when I really feel that Good Samaritan Hospital makes a significant difference to our community.
We were founded 56 years ago by the employees of Fairchild Semiconductor. So we have 4 basic core values. The first one is accelerate. That means that we embrace change and we empower our staff to work with our members. Then comes collaborate, which is something we really aspire to have. We want to work with teamwork with both our staff and our members. Then there's innovate, and we strive to think creatively to figure out how we can make the member experience even better. And then finally there's cultivate, because if we're going to deliver high quality service to our members, we have to start with a well-trained and knowledgeable staff. And then we take all of those corporate values and they roll up into our mission. So our promise to our community and to our members is to provide technology and personalized service to inspire, educate, and empower our members to be financially successful. Innovation is more important today than ever because we're in the midst of massive disruption, not only in financial services, but in a lot of industries. Consumer expectations have changed dramatically in this digital age, and the advent of unregulated fintech companies, startups that are developing new financial products, has really forced us to look at how we can greatly improve the level of service that we provide to our members. So over the last year, for example, we've introduced a new online banking platform, a new search engine platform. We've introduced Apple Watch or Apple Pay applications, and we've delivered a really robust mobile app to our members.
At Kaiser Permanente, San Jose, we exist improving the lives of members and the communities we serve. And as a medical center, we have over 450 physicians and almost 3,000 staff that are vital to this community's economy. I think educated consumers in any environment are a lot better off than uneducated consumers. So we strive to provide information for all of our health care members and the communities that surround us.
Kaiser's commitment to the community has been something that was founded 70 years ago, and it is an integral part of who we are. We give back in the form of sponsorships, we give back in the form of education, and we give back in making sure that people have access to affordable health care. Kaiser is the longest standing integrated delivery system. Integration means that your health plan also delivers the hospital services and the physician services, the clinical expertise. There isn't anywhere else in America that has it as well honed as Kaiser does.
Every day I come to work feeling like, how can I help somebody either with a neurological problem or help remove barriers in any way that any one of my colleagues might be experiencing. Because our focus is always on what's right for the patient. And I don't have to worry about billing or collecting or worrying about how my staff are going to be paid. I have an environment where everything is provided for me as a physician, that I have people that are as aligned as I am in taking care of our members and our patients. And that's what makes it fun to come to work every day. We try and make it very easy for our patients and each other.
We were established in 1946 as Kennedy Business Machines. They were in the office machine business, but we had some of the tables and chairs and things that go with typewriters, and the furniture side really evolved to the point where they created a separate company called KBM Office Furniture, and the furniture division really took off. So it's really a sustainable business with a rich history. Because we're on the forefront of workplace trends and design, we can't be stagnant. So we are constantly evolving and trying to stay on the cutting edge. We go into companies and we work really closely with their leadership team and their engineering team and their design firm, and we put together what is a beautiful, very functional, ergonomic, sustainable environment, and we help them develop the workspace of the future, and that's a lot of fun. It's very gratifying. Growing up in San Jose, it's home, and to be involved in business in San Jose, and specifically in downtown San Jose, which has really grown up. It's really wonderful to work in San Jose. I'm excited to be there, and we hope to stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our stage our Hall of Fame winners.